Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we continue on at Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that
up. They'll run on first down. Archer. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The mic. 97's the mic. I got you. Pop. They got tight line. 4 down. 4 down.
Looking to throw. That one complete to Okoye. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Archer. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
On first down, Fleming. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Hard, hard. Look at me, zipper. Ready, ready.
2nd and long. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll look to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go, set. 10-2 stop. Snap.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. I got one. Yep.
On first down, Franks. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set, ready. 10-2, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Second and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On third and 2, Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And again this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Ready, set.
52, Mike, 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Key to tight end.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Riley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now a give, right side. Archer. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
60 outlaw. Topper.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll run on first down. Archer, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tackled at the 46-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Keep playing
Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
Let's get it.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Check. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Smooth.
Watch the curve. Watch the
Hey.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Curve for you.
Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he comes back with one complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On the double.
52. I'm trying to collect.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
We own them. Watch the shift. Watch
They'll try the left side. Thurston. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out, 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Ready, go.
From the gun, Franks. Got a man open. It's Ross. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go. Go on. Check. Yes. Slam. Kill. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Off play action. Franks. And that will be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Hey. Shoot.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 2nd down now. Archer. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He can run for it, and he will. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw on second down. Franks. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10. Franks. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down. 10 Lobo.
On 1st down, Archer. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Go. 10-2 stop.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down. Franks under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll try the left side. Thurston. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you got 3, H3, 2, 18, chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thurston. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Let's go. 50, play. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 2-yard line.
64, weak. Watch.
Second and 2. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end. We got 4.
Routine spill.
Watch 84. He's going. Say. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Caught by Jones. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready?
97's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. Archer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Break.
97's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Down.
Right back to him on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the mic. Yo. 52's the mic right here over there.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
This complete to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, Orbit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Big stop, let's go.
Looking to throw. Franks. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. We got 3. We got 3.
On third down, Kitchen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Go.
On fourth down, Franks. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready to break.
97's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Ready.
On first down, Archer. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the set.
97's the mic.
Go.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's third down and 5.
Ready,
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
97's the mic. All day, baby. All day, baby. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got you, son.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Leo. Rock it. Big grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
On the ball. Go.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He may try and run for this. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.